Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Baby Eric here, and I'm here to record my video confessional. I think this is number 4. It might be number 5. Sorry it's been so long since my last video confessional. Sorry I've been not inactive, but not updating my confessional as much as I would like, and not giving you guys as much game info as I would like. I've mainly been using my confessional recently to just think through thoughts. If you've been reading my confessional, you know I've had a really rough week. I feel a little better today, so hopefully it picks up. And I'm doing stuff this afternoon, and I had a good evening. So just like mentally, I'm doing a little better. So hopefully, I'm just gonna be able to get some more content that I'm proud of out for you guys, because I enjoy making these types of videos. So hopefully, that can keep up. I don't think I'm going to be able to make this one too long, though, because my brain's already kind of shot, and I already started trying to record it, but my mic settings were fucked up, so I just spent the last 10 minutes fixing that. So hopefully everything's working. I think it is. I just tested it. But anyways, into the game. My trust rankings were posted. As you can see, Ecto shot right up, and he's a big part of my game plan moving forward, so I'm just going to talk about Ecto for a bit. Ecto and I talked a lot socially very early on, which I think allowed us to establish trust and a good rapport. I think we're like friends now, which is pretty cool. Ecto's a really good, cool guy. I'm happy to be friends with him, and I enjoy that. It also allowed me to make a Final Four deal with him, and that makes him trust me, because the way Ecto is in this game is he just needs people who he feels he can trust, because he pretty much knows that he can beat almost anyone at Final Tribal Council if he can get there. So I gave him a Final Four deal, and I'm like, I'll get you pretty much there. You're gonna have to win Final Immunity Challenge, but I'll work with you and I'll trust you. And otherwise, like, I'm pretty much done this game. He knows that I'm pretty competitive and I want to win. I'm gonna do whatever I can to win, so I'm not gonna break that. So it's just like great for me. So I approached him with a Final Four deal, and I'm like, I don't think you can win Final Immunity Challenge, because I don't. I think I'm better at challenges than he is. It hasn't shown so far in this game because largely I've been trying to keep my threat level down by not participating that much in challenges. But at this next challenge, and pretty much until the end of the game, I'm going to be going hard in challenges, because I really enjoy challenges and I think I'm really good at them. So I'm going to be doing that, and I could potentially even challenge one to the end. So yeah, that deal with Ecto, sorry, is really going to be helpful. It's a Final Four deal. The plan this vote is Mochito, which I don't love because that eliminates someone who I think I can beat at Final Tribal Council, but it's not a game ender. It just means I have to make a big move at Final 8, Final 7, so that I can beat Mouse and the likes of Mouse and Rat and potentially even Yon at a Final Tribal Council. That's basically what it means. The people I cannot beat at a Final Tribal are Ecto, Juicy, Jason. Those 3 are the ones I cannot beat, cannot beat. So all 3 of those guys need to be gone. Everyone else, I think I have a chance against, is basically like my plan of the game. So I have to get those 3 out, and then other than that, I think I have a chance against everyone. I'd like Yon gone by that point, Mouse is kind of a toss-up. I feel like Mouse has done a lot in this game, but I don't think his social's that good. I don't think people like him. I don't think people really respect his game that much. I kind of respect his game, and I'd probably vote for him over me, but I don't think others would. So maybe my read's just really bad, but that's just kind of how I'm viewing this game. So yeah, Ecto Final Four deal. That's a really big deal. Other big deal is Jan's my other ride or die. Sorry, I just hit my desk. I need to stop that. Ecto's my other ride or die, and I have a Final 6 deal with him. The reason for Final 6 and not later is that I need the opportunity to potentially get rid of him at Final 5. I'm not getting rid of him at Final 4. I need the opportunity to get rid of him at Final 6 or Final 5. I'm not getting rid of him at Final 4 because that's when I'm getting rid of Ecto. So I can't. So if I want Yon gone out of the game, I have to get rid of him at Final 6 and Final 5. And it's a Final 6 deal, not a Final 5, because he could potentially win an immunity challenge because he's really good at immunity. Potentially better than me. I'd say probably better than me. I'd say he's probably better at challenges than me. So, I want to have 2 opportunities to get him out if I decide I need to. But another deal we added on is because he won immunity this challenge, he's going to send me to exile to find the idol, and he gave me like a lot of hints to find the idol. If I don't find it, it's probably either already gone or it's because Jason could have it, but based off of who I've talked to, Jason doesn't have it. If he does, then I'll know for sure. But like even within the idol deal, there are stipulations like if I find it and I tell him I don't have it, because basically the idol deal is I'm giving the idol to him for the final 8 and final 7 vote, but we have to agree on how to use it. Like, we're basically using it to serve both of us for the final 8 and final 7. And then for final 6 and final 5, I get it back, and I just have to inform him how I'm using it. But he doesn't like get a say in it. And that's like kind of the deal, which I kind of like. I would have preferred to just keep it, but I think having an idol for me and Jan is just really good. Because he's a good ally, and I think I can beat him. The only issue is if he plays an idol, that helps his game and doesn't really help my game. Like, it helps his final tribal council argument a lot, which would mean if he plays an idol at final 8, final 7, I have to get rid of him, because otherwise I can't beat him. Whereas if he gives the idol back, then I can actually potentially go to final tribal with him, which would be cool. So that's the deal with Jan. I think I did a good job explaining how the deal with Jan works. Like, our final 6 deal is basically like we can't vote for each other. We have to let everyone. We can't like conspire against each other. We can't like try to get other people to vote for them. We can't vote for each other, obviously, but we also can't throw away our vote to have the person go. So, like, for instance, what Juicy did to Jan in Celestial Rift, that completely violates our deal. And the other person, and they wouldn't vote for the other at final tribal. Like, obviously for Juicy that wasn't necessary because he had secured so many jury votes in that thing. But here, I think jury votes are going to be tougher to come by, at least for like a lot of people, just because of how stacked this game is. So I'm really worried about jury votes. I'm kind of counting them, and then also if I can get rid of Jan and Ecto, Veritas's vote I feel like is just mine. I just own it, and I probably own Juicy's if Juicy is gone. Juicy might vote Mouse over me, I'm actually realizing. Nah, I don't think so. I think Juicy would vote me over Mouse. I think he respects my social game much more than he respects Mouse's. And I think Mouse he just thinks is a crackhead game bot. And I don't think he respects that too much. I know Ecto would probably own my vote as long as I abide by the Final 4 deal. I'd probably own Ecto's vote at Final Tribal. So that's 3 right there. If I abide by Jan, I own Jan's vote. So that's like 4. And I just need to pick up 1. Or hope that the other 4 isn't like a tie. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of how I see myself winning Final Tribal. So I think if it's like me, Mouse, Rat, or me, Mouse, Flame, or me, Rat, Flame, I win all of those if I can make a move. And Mouse could potentially steal that from me, which is a little scary. But yeah, that's how it's going to go. This vote is Buchido. Buchido's going home. I don't love it because it's like, again, I think I said this earlier, it's somebody who I can beat at Final Tribal going, but it's not terrible. Next vote, Ecto's trying to make a move. I don't know if I'm going to try to tell him, no, I'm making a move this vote, or if I'm going to try to tell him, or if I'm going to wait and try to do a Final 7 move. I don't know what Final 7 move I would do, probably a Jason flip, but I don't know if that's like really a move that the jury will like love. So I'm going to have to think about that. Jan sending me to exile. I'm going to get an idol because I don't think Jason has it. And if he does, that's just like great knowledge to have. When I get back, I'm probably going to tell people that I got to the idol, but it was gone, no matter whether I found it or not. I have to give it to Jan though, because if I don't, then I kind of lose his vote, and I need his vote if I want to win Final Tribal. So I can't break my final deals with Jan or Ecto, is what I'm realizing. Unless breaking it would secure me 2 votes on the jury that I didn't previously have. But like, I don't think I'm getting Delanium's vote. I might get Bochido's vote, but like, I think that's like the 5th vote up in the air, so I don't think I need to do a crazy move to grab Bochido's vote. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me go down the rest of my trust rankings. 3rd, I have Rat. The reason I don't trust Juicy that much is because I love him socially. Like, Juicy's not in the same tier as Rat because I love him socially and I love talking to him, but his best interests don't line up with my best interest, and he's really good at this game. So that's kind of why I like kind of trust him. Maybe I don't really trust that he will work with me. I trust he'll work with himself and Flame, and he has Jason too, and he talks to Mouse, and he does his own thing, right? But like, I kind of trust him. Like, I'll talk to him. Same kind of with Bochido. I kind of talked to them. Bochido's gone this vote. I didn't really know where to rank Bochido because I don't really trust them. I don't even kind of trust them, but I talk to them, and I feel like I can develop a working relationship. I just don't have one yet. Flame, I still don't know. Flame and I just have not been able to get any kind of rapport going. Especially like game wise. Mouse, I just actively distrust. I think he's a crackhead. Like I've been calling I've been calling him a crackhead game bot to other people. Like that's just what I think he is. And recently he's been doing this thing where he found out that I had the read on him at Final 11 vote. So he's just been going out crazy ideas to me because he wants me to try to read them and like try to get confused. Like, oh my god, what he's making doesn't make what he's doing doesn't make logical sense. What the fuck's going on? And like freaking out. And it's just like, no, he's just saying shit to try to freak me out. And I recognize that. So that's kind of funny. And then Jason's still in the Jason tier. I probably have been working with Jason. I love Jason as a person. I think he's a really cool kid. And I think we're like kind of buds. He's my pal. I'm not gonna say I'm friends with a 15-year-old. That's weird. But he's my pal. He's my buddy. We talk, but it's just like a different dynamic. I don't trust him at all in the game. I just don't think that I think his view of the game is really bad, and so I don't trust him necessarily to work in his own best interest a lot of the time, and so that's why he's still in the Jason tier. I tell him a lot of stuff that I don't think will be of consequence to me. So hopefully, I think I might be high on his trust rankings, or maybe or even better, he thinks he's high on my trust rankings. Even if I'm not high on his trust rankings, if he thinks he's high on my trust rankings, that's even better. So that's like the goal with like how I'm talking to Jason. I do not trust him, but I'm giving him info that doesn't really hurt me to help me get further in the game. I do not want Jason in the game past Final 7. My ideal Final 6 is me, Jan, Ecto, Rat. That's 4. And then Mouse, that's 5. And then Flame. Flame or Juicy. I prefer Flame, but Flame or Juicy, either works. Final 8, we're getting rid of Flame or Juicy. I'm fine with that. I kind of want to get rid of Jason because I think that would be funny. But getting rid of Jason at Final 7 also works. Jason has to go one of the next at Final 8 or Final 7 because otherwise he's just too well connected and it's just going to be too hard to get rid of him. He's also good at challenges, so that's the plan. Final 4, get rid of Ecto. I think I'm going to end up at Final Tribal with Mouse. I think that's just going to how it's going to work if I end up at Final Tribal. So that's the game plan. Hope you guys enjoy this. I have to pee, so I have to end the game. Or, not end the game, end the video. Sorry my thirst trap is kind of weak. I've had a rough week and I've overate, so I'm looking a little chubby and my chest is kind of shit. But today's chest day, so I'm working out chest again today. So, or it's not chest, it's push, but because I do push, pull, legs. But I do that twice a week. But so today's another push day because I do it Monday, Thursday is my push days. So I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna do some push stuff today. So it's not great to. Chest is not great, but hopefully it keeps getting better. And lifting stuff has helped with my mental. But yeah, mentally I'm okay. Thank you for everyone that had concern and reached out. I really appreciate that. All the kind words are nice. I'll talk to y'all later. This has been a little longer than I hoped it would be, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I think I explained my trust rankings. I explained my plan in the game. I explained my deals with people. I explained what's going on socially. I think I'm good. I think that's everything I need to talk about. All right. I'll talk to you all later. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Potentially potentially in 48 hours. Hopefully I can get another video out for y'all. So yeah, peace out.